Back at you with another one, and it's Arsenal taking on Dundalk in the Europa League. Can we make it a clean streak victory? So we've managed to beat all the other teams so far, including Dundalk in the first game at the Emirates. Now we should be taking them at the Aviva Stadium come tomorrow night. And why do I have a smile on my face? As an Arsenal fan, I should not be smiling, in particular this season, with all the horrendous defeats we've had. And when you kind of consider in, we've lost a derby on a weekend. And that's because I'm going to see good football this Thursday. Why? Because I don't have to see that crap and that Premier League team with those crappy players. So that's why I'm quite positive, relaxed. And listen, I've even got a Kuna Matata on my top because there's no worries when it comes to Thursday night. Yeah, we seem to coast it nicely. And for me, it just begs the question, why don't we play some of these players who perform consistently in the Europa League and they don't necessarily do it within the league? And that's always been one of my biggest criticism of Arteta. You saw how great Ainsley played last week in the centre of the park. Doesn't get rewarded by playing or featuring on Sunday against Spurs. We've seen the calamitous mistakes. Hector Bellerin, whatever you want to call him, Hector Bellerin. We see it all the time. And you're probably thinking, hold up, is that Bellerin on your team? Yeah, yes, it is. We'll get onto that very soon. But it's these consistently bringing in players. And when I hear all Arteta's fans and those who are pro Arteta, they will come up with the same excuse. Oh, but he doesn't have the players, or he doesn't have the personnel, and look, the players constantly letting him down. I'm sorry, but am I playing Granit Xhaka? Am I the one that's asking Hector Bellerin to play every week when he's just continuously making mistakes? There was a stat going out today by Squawker where it shows that amongst all the all the fullbacks within the Premier League, Hector Bellerin has won the fewest duels. Arsenal employ the worst right back when it comes to defensive records. I'm just saying, and when I'm being told you have an agenda, No, I don't have an agenda on Bellerin. I don't give a fuck about Bellerin. My agenda is I want our club to be back at the top again, and that's why I constantly rant when I see players who aren't up to it. When I see Bellerin constantly. And I watched the under-21s Papa John's Cup yesterday. A bit unfortunate that we lost that game, and we lost that game by 3 goals defeat, and all 3 goals came in the second half, and we were down to 9 men. There were a few standout performers in that. Gabriel Martinelli featured the first half. We had William Saliba, who looked great, composed, along with Socrates at the centre-back. And I thought Miguel Aziz looked very good. There were some players who didn't really impress, and I sort of expected more from them. Like Kerjan, I expect more from him. Is it Kid Hart? I expect more from him when he didn't really perform that well when he came on for Martinelli. But condolences for the under-21, and hopefully we can see some of these younger players feature come Thursday. Now, let's get into my predicted 11, and why have I gone with Bernd Leno? Apologies. I'm so used to Bernd Leno that it's just become second nature that I select him in my squad. Apologies, that's not meant to be Bernd Leno. Alex Runnison should be in goal. By the way, and this is going to be my lineup that I'd like to see Arteta play. I've gone with a 4-4-2 because it seems like the last few games, that's the formation he's gone with. So apologies, that's not meant to be Bernd Leno. That's Alex Runnison. So sorry. I'm sorry, both of you, Leno and Runnison. But right back, yes, I've got Bellerin. That's because he is not allowed in my squad for the Premier League games no more. No. The only reason I'm playing him is because I want him to showcase what good he has left. So we can maybe try get a few millions from him come January or in the summer to whichever idiot wants to pay some cash for him. So that's why I've gone with Bellerin. I've gone with Callum Chambers and Murray. I would have liked to seen, as I said, sort of Saliba play there, but he's not eligible. And it would be good to sort of see how Chambers fits because we do have quite a few players whose contract run out come the summer. And I don't think we need to go out to the market and replace them all. We might have some of the solution in house, like Chambers. For me, for example, I don't have any issues with Marie and Chambers. I think they're good squad players. Likewise, yes, I know I pick on Holden a lot of times, but that's because I don't see Holden as a starter. He should be nothing more than a squad player. And if he's going to be a starter, then for me, that's an issue with the manager. So that's why I've gone with Chambers and Marie. And as I've always said, Marie, he will be the sort of backup to Gabriel. Anything happens to Gabriel, Marie will deputise on that left-sided centre-back role. I've gone with Sead Kolasinac only because there's no other option there. And as you can see, I've not gone with Ainsley. So hence why Bellerina and Kolasinac are playing fullbacks. And that's because I, from now on, want to see Ainsley integrated into the Premier League squad. We don't have enough athletic midfielders who are runners, and it's pivotal we have someone like Ainsley there. We saw at the weekend with someone like Granit Xhaka, who's too slow. He can't make the grounds to recover. So that's why it's pivotal we go with Ainsley in the Premier League games, and that's why I've gone with Kolasinac. Yeah, he's just there as well, just to display what he has left before we look for a potential suitor come January. Moving on to midfield. Yep, gone with a 4. I've gone with Pepe. Well, he seems to be perhaps the brightest spark, the best thing that's happened in Europa League. Always does something exciting. He's always guaranteed to deliver. So that's without any not too much concerns with him playing, and plus he's still not eligible for the league. Gone with Smith Rowe. He needs to start from the beginning, and that's why I've gone with Smith Rowe. I don't want to see 20 minutes, 30 minutes cameo. Listen, he's been fit for a while now. He's played quite a few under 23s, so therefore he's fit for the whole 90 minutes. I've gone with Ceballos because, as I said, Ainsley shall be reserved for the league, and the likes of Aziz and Cottrell played last night. When I say last night, I'm referring to Tuesday. So that's why I've gone with Ceballos. I've gone with Reiss Nelson. I thought he just got done really dirty by the manager. Why did he take him off on the 60th minute and then he's not even on the bench against Spurs? Nothing to say. Then for all you guys who are moaning, oh, William's playing all the time. Oh, yeah, and Arteta doesn't have the right players. Most of you guys I've seen from online, you're begging Nelson to play. We've got Nelson, but your manager wants to play your manager wants to play Willian, so take it up with him then. But that's why I've gone with Nelson. I just think he deserves more. As I said from the beginning, I've not been a fan of his, and yeah, so I've gone with Nelson. I've gone with Lacazette and I've gone with Balogun as my strikers. And yeah, I just think Balogun needs to play. And to be fair, I won't be surprised or I won't mind. And it was a tough choice between Laka or Eddie. I just felt as if we're not going to play Laka in the league, and I can't see Arteta fancying over Burnley just because I reckon he might play Oba through the middle and therefore maybe bring Laka on for this game. Likewise, with Ceballos, I'm more than happy to see Joe Willock play there instead and bring on the likes of Miguel Aziz Cottrell on the sort of second half. Really, I'd like to just sort of see go out with the youth. We've got nothing to lose. We're guaranteed top winners in the group, so let's just go all out for it. And without any disrespect to Dundalk FC, as much as I admire them and from where they've come from, this should be a comfortable victory, even with the Hale End boys. And that's why, in terms of my prediction, I'm going to go with